Brian Martin is an urban Aboriginal artist who, despite wearing shoes and walking the concrete paths of the city, retains his connection to country in the work he produces. He also likes to work with pencil and charcoal and recently made a number of large multi-piece works which, although appear abstract in each panel, once completed are recognisably realist. Brian Martin is also Associate Professor at Melbourne's Deakin University.
Historically, a lot of people generally tend to think of, identify Aboriginal art as a Papunya tool, a dot painting, a Western Desert painting, in a way where it's a small fraction of what Aboriginal art can and will be, in a way, and that's what's quite exciting, having, a conceptual basis in what Aboriginality is in various forms and various media. So I think that's a good thing. And it's pretty chuffed to have it in the National Gallery. I mean, who wouldn't be as well? So
I'd be chuffed, yeah.
So it's pretty good. Yeah.
I think that's good. It was a really interesting point you raised about what Aboriginal art means, because I think there is a stereotype out there of the dot paintings, yes. and it's much more than that.
Yeah, I've just finished a PhD, and part of the research in that is looking at different conception of art and different understanding of culture and things like that. And one of the things that I found that there isn't really any words in any Aboriginal languages around Australia, of the 400 to 700 various languages, that translates as art. There's not a word. So art is a Western term. The interesting thing about when you look at Aboriginal cultural practices, and with the words that pertain to art, like in the Wirragaya language, the Wodjabalik people around Horsham, the word mulka, which means to paint, all the words to describe a visual practice are active, which means Aboriginal cultural practices are performative. So essentially the finished product ultimately didn't really have the same status as it has today. It's the act of making it, and groups of people would have done that commemorative act of making it together, and it's a process of education of other people witnessing that. So the finished product could have been destroyed or painted over or reconfigured in another way. But it's a really important aspect of, not just the finished product, but the performative act of making the commemorative act is really important in that way as well.